Grand Rising loves. Today is Thursday. Thursday is a day ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is in Pisces, and this is the planet of abundance. And I'm so excited because my spread literally is like about abundance, like it was yesterday. So I'm jazzed about that shit. So I'll share that with you. So I'm just gonna dig in because literally I have an appointment with Lisa to like help me hack into some things in my chart. So Metatron's cube showed up. Literally, if you saw my stories, I chose the Metatron's cube as a sacred geometry to kind of like bedazzle the story that I shared, and I pulled this after. And so, first of all, that's the synchronicity of like, we see you, Sherry. Good job, bitch. There's your synchronicity. We're watching you. We see what you're doing. You are on track. You are aligned. And when you're aligned, magical shit happens. That's what opens you up to miraculous connections and shifts. So Metatron's cube is also cleansing. And so even if you call upon the Ascended Master of Metatron, he uses this and it spins and he sends it through your chakra system and literally purifies and cleanses the chakras. And you can also do that by meditating on this sacred geometry, but this is like includes all. The upward pointing triangle of the masculine energy, the downward pointing of the feminine, and the joining creating ether, right? So beautiful. And also that's protective. It's also a protective shield if you want to create a sigil out of Metatron's cube. And so Thinker showed up for me, but it's a double 4, which is also a synchronicity for me. The double 4 is protective and connects me to all the elements that are. So Thinker brings the message of everything is aligned for you. You don't need to do any planning because it's already in the plan. And I like that because it frees me. I do tend to hold myself accountable so radically that I don't give myself breaks or compliment myself after a win or after I've actually integrated a lesson. I'm not like, good job. And I don't give myself that respect. And I like that the Thinker showed up to say, like, you've already reached this and you don't have to do any more planning. And so I appreciate that showing up. And then turquoise is a storm stone, which I tend to get. I tend to get fire and storm stones a lot. If you've been paying attention, you'll see that. Storm is actually the stimulation of all chakras. And so turquoise is about wholeness, integrating any part of myself that still needs integrating. And this is the work that I've been doing deeply about integrating the darkness of myself. So instead of just accepting it, I'm actually loving it. I'm going that extra step of saying this part of me is beautiful too. I'm not just integrating it. I'm actually saying I love this part too. And that was intense because I had to also love the darkness in everyone. And a lot of people can't do that work. And that's what the real work is, letting yourself sit in that. It's not a cerebral thing, it's a feel, and that's the depth of the emotion. So this is turquoise. I wish it wasn't so expensive because I would have big old palm stones, but these are chunks of Arizona turquoise. And I just now noticed like it has a face in it. That's pretty badass. See? He's saying, good job, Sherry. I use these in my healing sessions. I love this one because it's got a lot of the gold in it. Isn't that beautiful? And then Alpha of Alcyone showed up. And this is amazing for this to show up today, by the way, because the sun is aligned with Pleiades. And Alcyon is the largest, brightest star in the Pleiades galaxy, or the Orion's belt. So this actually talks about a windfall of blessings for me after a storm. Okay, so I have been moving through a lot of darkness actually for about a month now, and so this is the windfall of blessings for me. And the ascended masters that showed up for me, that was echoing this one. And this is Archangel Jeremiel, overcoming difficulties. And it's saying like the roughest part of this is over. So now you are going to be receiving the blessings for that. And I love that because they both echo. And when I see it at least twice in a spread, I know like this is happening, and I can own it. I can believe it. I can know it. And so for that to show up there, and also focus on my strength, right? So the wholeness, the turquoise. So becoming whole is not always about like integrating parts that are traumatized, but it's also about integrating parts that are most powerful, because a lot of times we tend to deny and hide our power. And so I love that he showed up, because he's saying, no, show it, bitch. And Mercury, communication. So this is me, I'm communicating today. And he actually showed up yesterday too, but it says get a weight off your chest. And I love that. Get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. Well, all right. Mercury. And yesterday was a Mercury day. And so our full moon that's actually coming up is in Sag. And so yesterday I got a fiery moon card, and today I have a fiery moon card, but very fitting because the full moon will be in Sag, and this is a full moon in Sag. And it says, look at the bigger picture. Looking at the bigger picture is about the thinker. It is about becoming whole. It is about saying, okay, communicate this, but look at the big picture to communicate. And then the hidden path is the marriage of spirit and matter. And so this is part of the darkness that I have been integrating, learning to become a better human. And that's really the paradox of the human experience, is that in order to transcend our humanness and these physical bodies, we must learn to embrace our humanness instead of rejecting it. So spending so much time more spirit than human, that's a difficult thing. And but I love this because it says a new path will be revealed when you integrate those energies. And so that's the wholeness, and I love that. And so Lagus is my rune for the day. And so remember I said, if you look at the symbolism, even what you feel, just intuitively, what do you feel about that? That this is a forward motion, forward flow, go with the flow. It did show up in the upright. It did not show up in the reverse. So what it actually talks about is going in the direction that you're led, and also allowing the emotion to move with it. And so, and I'm always doing that work. I'm always giving myself permission to do that work. And so this is more of a validation, like, we see you, good job. And I love that. So I do want to do a live today, because I'm going to have a break, probably around 2-ish. So I just want to put that out there. If you are around at 2 today, I want to do a live about leaking energy, because I've been getting a lot of questions about it. So if you are interested in joining that conversation and having that conversation, or eavesdropping on that conversation, I will be doing a live at 2 p.m. today about leaking energy. And cords and connections and contracts, all of that will be included in that conversation, because a lot of people ask those questions. Yay, Val will be there at 2. Awesome. So I do have to run, because I did schedule with Lisa, and Lisa will be doing my chart stuff, fun stuff. So I'm excited. And so I can even share that at 2 o'clock. all the new stuff I learned about myself through my chart with Lisa. So I love you. Thank you for gifting me your most valuable commodity, your time and your energy, and sharing that with me. I appreciate you and I love you. And I am sorry for any disharmony that I myself have created. Please forgive me. Thank you for this opportunity. I love you. I love you. I love you.